Hi guys, in today's video I'm going to share with you the reasoning and the process that I've taken to overhaul my whole wardrobe. Thanks for joining me today guys. My name is Ange and I just like to share things that really interest me as I navigate my more mature years, and that's what this channel is all about. So what brought me to this situation where I wanted to overhaul my wardrobe was that after treatment last year I had no desire to get dressed up, wear makeup. I just felt like rubbish going through all the chemo and radiation. I had put on a lot of weight with the steroids that I was on and the anti-nausea meds with the chemo, and put on about 11 kilos. So I was a little bit overweight anyway before I started, and I ended up at 91 kilos, which for me is the biggest I have ever been in my life, even heavier than the day I delivered my children. So I was really uncomfortable, really unhappy, and just not feeling good in my own skin. I have managed to lose that 11 kilos and get back down to 80, 79, 80. I'm fluctuating at the moment, and I still want to get rid of more weight, more for my health rather than what I look like. So losing weight is going to be beneficial to me for my recurrence risk going forward. So that is a goal, but it is just so very hard, and so I'm concentrating on how I am at the moment. So some of the reasons of why I turfed a lot of clothing and items out of my wardrobe was, since I've had the mastectomy, even with a prosthesis, my boobs are lopsided, even with a prosthesis. So certain clothing just isn't complimentary to me anymore. Skinny spaghetti straps is something I used to wear. A lot of that sort of clothing because it was cool and I do feel the heat, but it just doesn't flatter me anymore because you can see my prosthesis. Usually with those little slim straps, it's more exposed around the chest area, so you can see my prosthesis poking through. I also have this little extra boob under my arm now since having all my lymph nodes removed, and I get a lot of fluid drainage in this little pocket under my arm. So if I'm wearing sleeveless flimsy tops and dresses, I get this little flat boob or extra boob under my arm towards the back, and I know it's to do with that because my physio's told me, but it does just look like I'm very overweight and have this extra pocket, but I don't have it on the other side. So having to rethink the sorts of things that make me feel comfortable in the way of clothing, rather than me being conscious of what I wear and drawing attention to those sorts of things. So over Christmas, due to my change in size and the change in what suits me, I got rid of about 80% of my wardrobe. And so I needed to start again and really think about what I wanted and needed going forward. Now, to start with, I will leave a link to the video I made about this fabulous book. I absolutely love this book. It's like my wardrobe fashion Bible. It's called The Curated Closet by Anushka Rees, and I've used this in the past to start curating my wardrobe and getting really nice items that I can wear and feel confident in. So this is just using the book again as I revamp and change to fit in with my current lifestyle, current body, etc. So I really love this book, and once again I had lots of fun. I just enjoy going through it and reading it. It's one of those books that I pick up on a regular and read through pockets of it quite often. So that's my go-to of where I get my inspiration for doing a project like this. Now also something that is really important is to know what your style is and what you want to be looking for. Something you can do to help in that is to look at pictures on Instagram, Pinterest, and take screenshots or save them to a mood board. Now I have plenty of mood boards of things I like, but I'm a very visual person, and whilst I have them on my phone to look at and on my computer, I like having something tangible, and I keep this by my bed. And so what I've done is all the outfits that I have saved, or all the pics that I've gone through and decided I like, the style I like, the colours I like, etc. I've taken copies of those and created this little book that I just keep. That it's like a coffee table book really, that I can just go through and reaffirm that yes, I like that look, yes, I really like how that person's wearing that, I love those colours, and it just reinforces in my head, so that when I'm shopping, whether online or physically, I've got an idea of the style I want to go for. So that's how my process works there. One of the issues that I've had is that my boob that I'm left with, I have always been big busted, and so I think what I struggle with, I've always liked to wear pretty bras, so I've always paid a little bit more for my bras, because I've never thought that just because you've got big breasts that you are relegated to nana bras and unflattering bras. So I've always spent a little bit more in that area and bought pretty bras for a bigger bust. Unfortunately, I've really lost that, and I am now wearing the nana bras and the unflattering, aesthetically looking bras. I'm having to wear the practical bras. The pretty bras just do not accommodate a prosthesis. They don't give me that symmetry. Even the nana bras, I'm still struggling with that complete symmetry. Because I've got such a sunken in chest wall now, even with the prostheses, things are just not symmetrical. So that for me definitely took me about a year to get my head around, and I have recently started looking at the nana bras, only because underneath my clothing they are much more aesthetically pleasing to what I put on top. So I've stopped that fight, stopped that mindset, and just wanting a good foundation for my clothes to look good. Another option for storing all your outfits and outfit looks is by using an app that stores all your outfit options. I have in the past used the Stylebook app. I think that's what it's called. I'll put a wee picture up here. Now, I went to a lot of trouble when I first got this app and took photos of every item in my wardrobe: shoes, handbags, clothing. Took away the background and put them on file on this app. It's very time consuming, so it's something you have to put aside time to do if you are wanting this sort of digital profile of what you have in your wardrobe. The great thing about doing something with an app is that you get to see when you're out and about shopping exactly what you have in your wardrobe. You can also store on this app outfits as you wear them with the items you have in your wardrobe, and see how to put certain things together, what works, what doesn't, and how you can repeat that look in the future. It's also a really good way of seeing the gaps in your wardrobe and where you need to fill a few items to complete looks, so that you get better wear out of everything else and that everything works together, you'll get to see those gaps of where you need to fill. So an app on your phone is a really good option. I do find the initial setup very time consuming, but if that's something that interests you, I highly recommend this way of recording what you have in your wardrobe. It's great if you're traveling and you want to remember what you've got and what you need. Something that I am trying to do, I've really always had an hourglass figure. And so dressing has been something that I haven't really struggled with. I've found that even when I've been overweight or at a comfortable weight, I've always felt that I've dressed really well. I've just really struggled because my whole body shape has changed. So I've got one less boob. I feel like I'm more tummy oriented now, so more of an apple rather than an hourglass. Due to the medications I'm on, the hormone therapy, I'm definitely carrying a lot more weight around my tummy than I have in the past. I've always had thighs and a bum, and I've always had breasts. So contending with the fact that I'm feeling very appley has been something I've just got to change how I tackle what I wear to be more flattering. Now the goal for me, and I think this is the best goal, is you are always wanting to create an hourglass figure, no matter what your body shape or where you feel you need help. As long as we can create that hourglass figure, I think you tend to look more flattering. So that means for me, because I'm feeling really tummy centered, is doing things with pretty little details on my up top, whether that be a frill or a puffed sleeve or a padded shoulder. That in turn will make my middle look a little bit slimmer because I'm drawing attention and making some volume up the top, which should in effect make my tummy look a little bit smaller. I have a bigger bottom and hips, so I'm going to have that shape if I create some width in my shoulders. It will make my tummy look a little bit smaller, or that waist area, and then whatever I wear that is flattering for my bottom half. So that's my goal in choosing outfits. When you are overhauling your wardrobe or starting from scratch or doing anything, there are some really major things you have to take in consideration. It is your size. Do not get caught up on the size on labels. You could be a size 10 somewhere, a size 12 somewhere, an 8, a 14, and it's so inconsistent and it can really muck you around in the head. Don't think of the sizing. I know it's frustrating. I hate trying on jeans because they are never consistent. I can never get... So you're going into somewhere like H&M. I am all over the show in H&M with my sizes. So I find that frustrating because I might find something I like, and I always find that the sizes, I could have taken 2 or 3 different sizes and something, but that becomes a pain when you take too many things into a changing room. You just don't look at the size on the garment you're trying. If it looks good on you, it doesn't matter what the size is. You just get over that hump, and if it flatters you and looks good, it doesn't matter what size it is. So be a bit kinder to yourself, and no one's going to see the size tag inside of anything, and it's only how we perceive things that it's a label on a garment becomes an issue. You need to work within your budget. Now, I've been working within my budget because I've been buying everything either second-hand on consignment or on sale. And because it's end of season, we are going into our autumn winter, I've been purchasing a few summer outfits, and I've been getting them at a really good price. So I've been quite happy with that. Now, because I got rid of so much of my wardrobe, I actually sold it. So the income that I've got from that is what I've been using to repurchase some items, and so I feel confident with that I haven't been going outside of my means, and that I've been using the funds from getting rid of a wardrobe that no longer works for me, and then I've been keeping an eye out on consignment stores. We have a website here in New Zealand called Trade Me, very much like eBay. I know what designers I like and what sizes I am in those labels. So I go into store, try things on in the stores that I absolutely love and would love to have that style. I will try on their garments, know that I wear a size this in the pants, and dresses I'm this, and in this particular whole designer I'm this size, so that when I go on those websites to buy second-hand clothing, I am prepared with the information I need. So I'm not on these sites very long. I go in, I look up, say I love Trelise Cooper, she is a New Zealand designer, and I will go in, look Trelise Cooper, look for the latest listings and my size. Takes me a couple of minutes and I can see if there's anything that takes my fancy, and that's how I'm purchasing designer quality clothing at really good prices. Like sometimes I can pick up a $900 dress for $80. I find a lot of people I talk to, when they say I love that, where did you get it? And I say, oh, I got it on Trade Me and I only paid $45 for it, and they go, what? So explaining to them, it's not overwhelming. Know your label, know what size you have in that label, and you can pick up some really good bargains. One of my biggest goals in this journey is that I want to dress comfortably now. It's not about the high heels. I used to wear high heels to work every day. They're not even in there. I struggle to actually wear them when I'm going out now. So when I'm looking for shoes now, I am not looking for a stiletto heel any longer, but I'm still looking for stylish shoes. So I want to be comfortable, but I want to be stylish. So it's knowing, what are you looking for? Are you looking for casual weekend wear? Are you looking for, like myself, I'm looking for really dressy, comfortable clothes that I can wear on the weekends, but also look just as good being worn to work. So I'm finding I think I'm in the best place, because I only need a couple of outfits for going out, but I can actually dress up quite a few items in this category of comfortable but stylish. And I don't have lots of little pockets of areas in my life where I need to think about where my money's going. So I feel I'm very lucky of where I'm looking at enhancing my wardrobe. So budget's really, really important. Don't go spending money you don't have. You don't need to. Second-hand and consignment is a brilliant way of picking up clothing, but so are sales. But you need to be strategic in your sale shopping. You need to have a list of the gaps in your wardrobe and things that you need, and I will get into that. So having a shopping list and not just buying something because as a magpie you've walked into the store, you've gone, oh my god, I love that, the colour, and it does look amazing on you, but you get it home and it doesn't go with anything else in your wardrobe. It doesn't fit in with your lifestyle, and so you've got this outfit that you did really love, or this garment that you did really love in the store, but you bring it home and it's got no friends in the wardrobe for you to be able to utilize it and wear it. So even though it was on sale, if you can't wear it, it was a waste of your money. So having a list of things that you need to fill in your wardrobe to make other garments in your wardrobe work are your best strategy of shopping, and that way if you're filling those gaps in your wardrobe, you're getting use out of what you've just purchased, and hopefully it's on sale and a bargain, but when you bring it home it is going to work with the other items in your wardrobe and get far more use out of what already exists there. One of my goals in this journey is that because I'm going through menopause and have quite exacerbated menopausal symptoms with the hormone treatment I'm on, I've decided that 90% of the time I want to stick to natural fabrics. So I've been looking at cotton, linen. I have treated myself to a couple of pieces of cashmere, and in saying that, I have bought them on sale from the last winter season, and because they were still travelling over the summer, I got them even at a much better bargain because they wanted to get rid of them before the next lot of winter autumn stuff arrived. So I actually have been quite lucky in the pieces that I've got, but they've all been pieces that I've had on my list of what I need so that they mix and match with what I am envisaging on buying or what I already have left out of my big cull. Silk, I do like silk, although I don't find it as breathable and as cool as other items. So silk's probably something for me that I will wear in transitional seasons and layered. It's definitely not a fabric that I actually feel comfortable wearing in summer because I don't find it breathes as much as cotton or linen. So sticking with all those natural fibres as much as I can, and also neutral colours for me. I have built what I've got at the moment on white, black, beige, cream. I love the oatmeal-y colours, and for me a popper colour that I will try and introduce in when I see it is going to be more my warm shades of, say, russet, of bronze, those sorts of colours. I don't want to go red because I find when I wear red I feel a little bit out there. I feel much more comfortable in muted shades. In talking about colours, I used to be a colour consultant, and I did colour consultants I was trained by Colour Me Beautiful in the UK, and I still strongly think that it's beneficial to wear colours that suit us, but we shouldn't be in a box where we say, nope, I can't wear that, it's not in my colour palette, and I have to wear that because it's in my colour palette. You wear what makes you happy. So whether it suits you or not, if that's what brings you joy, that's going to show up in your demeanour and your outward being to everybody, and that's what projects more confidence than whether it's a should wear or not. So I tend to keep more to my warmer shades rather than my cool shades, because I, with my dark hair, am a deep autumn. If I change my hair to blonde, I soften to a soft autumn, and I can pinch colours from more of the summer palette. So you can change what suits you by changing your hair colour, changing your eye colour with contacts. I tend to definitely suit more warmer colours in the summer because I tan very easily because of my Māori heritage, and I get very bronzy. Whereas in the winter, I'm quite pale. I can carry off those more soft, subtle, lighter colours. So we change. A classic example of how that happens is the Queen Mum. She was a beautiful redhead in her early days and was definitely in that very warm spring, autumn colour palette, but then as she softened over her years, by the time we were at the end, she was actually a summer wearing the complete opposite colours that she used to wear when she was younger. But that's just how things change. We change in our skin tone, we soften in our colours, so we are not put in a box. But in saying that, if you do like working within colours, don't be stuck and hidden by that. You wear what makes you happy. But I'm finding starting from scratch in a wardrobe, sticking to colours that I know suit me, makes it easier for building a capsule wardrobe that I know if I buy this top, it's going to go with that skirt, those pants and other things in my wardrobe, because I'm sort of trying to stick to a limit of where everything mixes and matches. By sticking to neutrals, that is even more easy, because if I had lots of colour, a blue, red, purples, that's going to be harder for me to coordinate together, because that's not my personality. But somebody who is vivacious and fun and loves colour will be able to put all those different colours together and look absolutely fab. So it's doing what you feel comfortable in, and I think that's where finding what tickles your fancy as far as mood board goes gives you that overall view of what is your style. When dressing, dress for yourself. Don't dress to impress anyone else, or you're always going to be let down. Dress to what makes you feel comfortable, not for validation from anyone else, because they'll have in their head what they like. You need to dress for yourself to portray the more confidence than instead trying to be like somebody else and dressing for somebody else. One of the biggest things in having a wardrobe that works is adapting with your lifestyle. If your weight changes, don't try and squeeze into what you want to wear. Adapt, buy something bigger so that you're comfortable and not feeling all tight around the waist because your pants are too tight, or your age even. You might not be comfortable wearing shorter skirts anymore. I must admit, I feel like I've always had nice legs, and I've always worn my lengths knee high or above. Well, with this new wardrobe, I'm buying everything midi or maxi, because that is how I feel comfortable at the moment. So all of my dresses have got some length to them. So if your lifestyle changes, you have to pivot. If your style changes, for me it has. I used to get quite dressed up for my previous job. Now where I am, it's very casual, but I still like looking stylish. So gone are the high heels. I'm now wearing lower shoes, and even occasionally I am wearing sneakers with my outfits because it goes with my outfit. I wouldn't have dreamed of doing that with my previous job. So adapting to your lifestyle, your size, your age, all those sorts of things is fluid. And if you are starting to feel in a rut in what you are, how you're projecting yourself, maybe it's just time for a little bit of a tweak and a rethink of where you are in life. And as I said before, creating that mood board of where you want to be. It's just really helpful. You don't have to take action on it, but by trolling Pinterest and looking at different things and taking screenshots, you will start to get a sense of what you like, and you can dabble a little bit and see if that's the direction you want to go. Something that I know on most outfits, this item or accessory can really finish a look, and that is a belt. I actually don't like belts and have never really liked belts. They do finish an outfit, but on my body shape, even before I lost my boob, when I wore a belt, because of my big boobs and where my waist was, by the time I put a belt on, it just drew attention to my bosom. don't know what it is. But when I don't wear a belt, I get more of an elongated look and I don't look so top heavy. I also, as I've put weight on, am very uncomfortable with the belt. I find it very restricting. I've started buying a lot of things that have elastic waists. I'm comfortable, I feel stylish, and I don't feel constricted because I haven't got a belt done up around me. So the reason I'm discussing this is that that's what works for me. And I'm not going to get caught up in the fact that you need a belt to finish an outfit, because I don't feel comfortable with that. I feel uncomfortable wearing a belt. So you need to listen to these things that might be coming up in your head and change how you do that. Don't do something because it's a rule for a capsule wardrobe or it's a rule to look stylish. If you don't feel comfortable wearing something in particular, don't wear it, because it will translate in how you carry yourself. Something that I think finishes off an outfit is fine jewellery. It doesn't have to be expensive. You can get fine costume jewellery to just finish off an outfit. For me, and I'm not wearing it today, a necklace just down here helps open up a big bust. So for me, a necklace is quite important when I am getting dressed. I love my earrings. I just am an earring girl. If there was one item of jewellery that I couldn't go without, and it would be my earrings. I love watches as well. I think watches are very stylish, and I have a lovely little collection of watches that I can mix and match. But I got given an Apple Watch by my family a couple of years ago to help me with my fitness goals. So I don't want to not wear it because it was a very thoughtful gift, but I didn't like the very sporty look of it. So I have purchased some watch straps that give me a change of look with my watch that I can change with my outfit. So I can be blingy and dressed up. I can be stylish with a leather strap. So these little things I can do to work in with my wardrobe and just give a little bit of my personality. So and accessories are very important in finishing off, especially for me when I'm wearing like plain outfits. A couple of gaps I need to fill personally are in my bag collection. It's just by having like a really stylish tote. I have a lot of black, so I need to look for a lighter colour bag. It just things like that, just tweaks, but they're on my list of things to get, and I will get when I see a bargain. I'm not going to just go and get these things because there's a gap in my wardrobe. I know I want it in my wardrobe. I have it on my list of a gappy thing that I need to fulfill, but I will wait until a bargain arrives and I can tick it off then, and it will fit beautifully into my wardrobe, and I can start mixing and matching it with things that already exist in my wardrobe. Something personally for me, I have discovered I'm not a prints girl. I definitely suit block colours, single colours, and nothing too out there with patterns. If I do patterns, I think they need to be more muted, but I have found with my big cull that the things I didn't reach for were quite patterned garments. I felt quite limited with them. I feel with just a solid colour I can mix and match things a lot easier. Where I tend to bring in a bit of colour or patterns will normally be in a full dress or maybe a skirt, but then I would always put a plain top on top. So just sharing, some people love prints and some people are so artful at how they mix and match and put prints together. I'm not blessed with that gene, so for me I feel comfortable more muted plain block colours, and it's finding your style of what suits you. And once again I come back to my mood book. When I pick all the pictures that I like and what I want to aspire to, they are all neutral, plain, but stylish outfits. When you're doing your mood board, you might have the most colourful pictures throughout the book. That's what you need to look for. So as much as this might look like boring and contrived, it's what works for me, and you just need to find what works for you. Being very mindful that you don't spend outside of your means. You are buying for your body shape and how comfortable you are and your style aesthetic, and then you'll be in a good place of starting. Sticking to the basics, the core pieces that I can mix and match, pants, tops, jackets, that I can all wear with each other, and then as I've got that base capsule wardrobe together that I can mix and match, I can bring in some fun bits and pieces and give some personality. But in the meantime, all I've concentrated on is those core basic pieces that I can mix and match, and I've been able to keep that down because of the fact that they mix and match, and I can get quite a few outfits out of just a few pieces. So that is how I've tackled revamping and totally overhauling my wardrobe. I've done it over about a 3-month period, and I'm really happy with where I'm at the moment. I'm really looking forward to my trip to Hawaii, because that's where I'm going to look out for some fun pieces and hopefully just something different that we don't get here in New Zealand. One thing that I would say about New Zealand is that we have black in one fashionable colour. So they will bring out a garment and you will get it in black in one fashionable colour. We don't get the choice of a lot of things, and black is always a constant. We are very much a black wardrobe country, and it's very hard if you are wanting to do tonal looks in different shades. We don't get a lot of those options, so I am looking forward to hopefully finding some of that inspiration whilst I'm on holiday. I really do hope this wasn't a terribly long video, but I did want to share some of my mindset of where I've come from by rejuvenating my wardrobe, and I am feeling a lot better about myself. My husband has made comments that I'm starting to look better, and he means that in the most wonderful way, because I didn't care about myself for quite some time, and I'm starting to make an effort in what I wear, which is making me feel a lot better outwardly to everyone else as well, and that's made an impact for me. And of course I always feel better when I put makeup on, so I have been having a lot more makeup free days in the past. I wore makeup every day, even on the weekends, but I probably have more days makeup free, and yes, I am even going to work some days with no makeup. I'm feeling my skin is in a really good space apart from my pigmentation, so I'm embracing that, and but I do always feel so much better when I take the time to apply makeup. I hope you found some of these tips helpful. I really do recommend this book if you are on a journey of rethinking your wardrobe. It is a lovely read, an easy read, and highly recommend it. I'll leave a link down below for that. I will also leave a link down below for all the makeup I am wearing, and yeah, please let me know down in the comments below if you did find this helpful, and if you'd like some more information or more videos on how I'm going, or even outfits that I have been able to put together with the new pieces that I have purchased. If you enjoyed this, guys, I truly appreciate it if you did give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please click on the subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. And I do hope you did find this helpful. I hope you've all had a beautiful and a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. See you later, guys. Bye.